What's going on, chat? Welcome back to another live stream. We got a Power Hour 1 rolling here on Wednesday, August 6th. Before we jump onto the charts, and before I continue talking, I'm going to fix that feedback. Before we hop onto the charts, make sure you view us on the screen for round 2 today. Trading's risky. Most traders do lose money. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't provide financial advice. Nothing I say or do is a suggestion or recommendation to do anything at all. Trading's risky. Most traders do lose money. Make sure you do your own research and make your own trading decisions. Also read CFTC Rule 4.41 on simulated trading, which is what this is. Even if funded prop firm accounts, and the affiliate and partnership disclaimer that says I stand to make money from links and codes in my content, like Top 1 Futures, code RDF, Bookmap, and others. What's up, chat? How are we feeling to end out the day here? We feeling all right? Let me get the link sent over in the main Discords here. We could pop over to NQ on Project X. I got a 50K account loaded up. These are my outside of NYSE session accounts. Gonna be looking to do some scalping with you guys. Let me do this. Boom. We'll get the boys in Discord alerted. Let's see. Nice. What's going on, chat? How are we doing today? Rajito, what's up? Hello. So what? What's up? Brian, what's going on? Playing some Expedition 33. Go get him, Tiger. What's going on? What's the plan? What are you looking for? JP? You're fixing to find out, my friend. What's up, Cast Trades? How we doing, my man? What's going on? Gonna be looking at some scalping on NQ, man. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of what I've been working on with this negative risk to reward scalping. I've made some videos in the past, a handful of them, back testing, forward testing. I've done it with some success, but I'm thinking here for Power Hour, when the market kind of just chops around, drifts, or for very low volume time of the day. If I'm going to be trading live, I'll kind of show you how I approach this, what I'm attempting to do here. But remember, guys, it's not my go-to. It's not my MO. So I'll kind of grain of salt that and let you know that we're forward testing, right? Which just really means we're trading it. But we don't have a huge sample size of results to say, hey, this is over a large sample size, this is a really beautiful edge and presents really well. But we got to do something. Outside of actually trading here with you guys, we will be running some duck races here. We ran 2 at the end of the day yesterday. We ran 2 this morning. 3 accounts total yesterday. We'll be running some duck races towards the end of this session today. But I'm going to be hanging out with you guys until about 4 p.m. For NYSE session close. Power Hour. Good morning, good evening, wherever you're from. Power Hour runs from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, slang term for the last hour of NYSE trading session. So that's what we're going to be looking at here today. Wild move. What's up? Yeah, dude. Absolutely wild move. We'll get some chart markup going here because this is a fresh chart, right? Yeah, this is just now it's a fresh chart. This is a wild move, man. Big push off the open. Pulled back a couple times to VWAP, and now we've just continued to drift higher. So this bad boy has really just not taken its foot off the gas. Let's take a look and see. Let's take a look. Yeah. I don't mind. I don't mind taking a look at this on NQ today. So let's do this. Let's get some chart markup done. Let's start all the way out at the 1 week. All the way out at the 1 week daily candle. I'll show you what my chart markup looks like from start to finish. We can kind of start out since we've got a few minutes until Power Hour really starts anyway. That's going to be prior week low. This is going to be Where can I see if I'm meeting the ESS on top one? That's a good question, Kaz. You would see that in the dashboard. In the dashboard, they have an equity stability score calculator every day, and that's going to update and display. I don't really mess with the dashboard too much myself with top one because I just kind of look at it within Project X. But you should be able to see it there. Definitely should be able to see it there. You could also do the math yourself, just looking at the daily, your daily wins and daily losses. So marking out prior day high, prior day low. Yeah, it's not on Project X, brother. It's going to be something specific to top one. So you would see it if you log into that top one dashboard. We could talk about that in a little bit. Yeah, so marking out late in the session for overnight high and overnight low, I'm going to actually need to throw a bar here off of 9:30 so I could really zoom in and say, here we go, off of the 1 minute, right? Here is my overnight low, or where it was, I should say. Can kind of darken one of these bad boys up a little bit. And then here is going to be my overnight high, the area that price trades from session changeover all the way up until 9:30 a.m. Eastern, designated by this bar right there. That's going to be our 9:30 mark. Somebody was talking about a indicator that's on TradingView. Spaceman BTC is the actual name. I'm not partnered or affiliated. I got nothing to do with it. I've seen other traders use it, and I've used it myself, and it marks out a lot of those levels, like prior day high and low, weekly highs and lows, 50%. Oh yeah, it was you, Kaz. There you go. Yeah, that's sweet. So if you're on TradingView, you can mess with that. You can't mess with that here on Project X. We would not have access to that here on Project X. So we got prior week high and low, prior day high and low, overnight high and low, just to get a frame, because I'm about to zoom in like stupid zoomed in on 1 minute and start scalping. That's going to be my play here. Have some fun with you guys. But just to take a look at where the hell we are relative to higher time frame price action and market structure, I think this can be helpful, right? I think this can be helpful. Going to go ahead and throw a zone really right off that high volume node. You can see some lows and highs that were put in here just to have it marked up. It's kind of what I would do if I was starting from scratch on this chart. If we didn't have a line here, I'd have a zone there. I'd have a zone there. Something right there wouldn't be too bad. Then we start dropping down, taking a look at what we did all day. Big push to the upside, just continuing to push to the upside. We will take a look at Bookmap. And what my game plan here is to drop all the way down to this 1 minute and attempt to scalp. Really tight price action style scalping. I have to do it on NQ, otherwise I widen out way too much on MNQ. And my game plan here is going to be to risk, and I often end up with a negative risk reward on this. My game plan here is going to be risk about $200 per trade. If I take, let's say, for example, 3-4 L's in a row, $600 to $800, I would say definitely done. My personal daily loss limit on this is going to be $800. So that's going to be the game plan here. Give myself, I'll give myself about 4 trades. If I just straight up took L's, 3, I would probably cap it. Probably say just not my session. And really, what I look for within price action to do this. Number one, trend, right? Are we pushing to the upside? Are we consolidating? Are we selling off really aggressively, right? We're consolidating. I'm a little bit more flexible with buys and sells. If we are just continuing to push to the upside, I want to be cautious hitting the sell button. Conversely, if we're selling off really aggressively, I want to be cautious hitting the buy button. But the thought process is to really just scalp in between this price action. And how I create a little bit more of an edge over just discretionary scalping of price action is utilizing our good friend Bookmap, right? Much more zoomed in here than I usually am. If you take a look, this is only showing, a couple minutes of data, right? We'd have to zoom out to show, hours worth. But what I like to do is zoom in and take a look at where we have orders resting above and below price, right? I think that we're likely to go and tag those orders above and below price, right? It's still somewhat of reversion style, right? As we're kind of coming towards the bottom end of an area of consolidation, I'd look to get long with a stop loss below, look to trade back onto that price action, back into that consolidation. If we were pushing the upside, I'd probably look to short it. But again, not within the trend so much. But so probably make a little bit more sense if I just jump right in and tell you what I'm looking for and maybe take a trade or two. The way that I look to do this typically is with a negative risk to reward. I will risk slightly more than I stand to make, somewhere around that like 0.5 to 0.75. If I'm risking 200, maybe I'm looking to make 100 to 150. Quick little scalp style trades. I think you can find these small periods in price action and market structure if you're going to look to scalp, that you have a good indication of what's about to happen next. You got a decent way to structure risk. There's definitely conditions that are better or worse for it. For me, I like it to be pretty calm, choppy, really just kind of slower moving here on NQ. Not so heavily trending and pushing the high of the day, which we are right now. So I will acknowledge on the front end, it's not really beautiful conditions for me to run this, but outside of just throwing one trade on like we did yesterday and just letting it run, all the way to the close through MOC. I'm going to look to just get more zoomed in and again, kind of just chalk it up to forward testing with you guys, right? If I have to run this down $800, so be it. So be it. So that's going to be my game plan, guys. I'll tell you what I'll start to look for on this. So far, a little bit choppy. I'd love to run this like side by side with Bookmap. I'll have to figure that out soon. I can probably do something like this. That's kind of interesting. But then when I click over here, I'm not going to be able to see it. Yeah, I'm sharing my whole screen with you guys, so I'll mess with that. I'll run them side by side eventually, but I want to be able to see this right here. Again, just know on Bookmap, essentially what I'm looking for is little orders right here, right? Orders right here, really zoomed in. Taking a look, if we start to get some momentum in one direction or the other, maybe look to trade alongside of that. But if I'm looking to get short, maybe it's off the 27s. If I'm looking to get long, maybe it's after we clear these 22s with a little stop loss wide outside of that, looking to trade back up towards, a very close set of resting sell orders above price, kind of like we just did right there. Traded into 22.75 and then back up. Pretty tight scalping, maybe 40, 50 points, 40, 50 ticks worth of risk. Looking for some small movements. So that's what we're going to have fun with today. That's the game plan. Outside of that, one more time for you guys that are hopping on late, we got duck races coming up later. Stay tuned. We'll be running some duck races. Let's see what you guys got going on. Stacking up my XP. Yeah, hell yeah. What's going on? How's your day going? It's a good indicator. Interesting. Good afternoon. Yeah, my day's not going super duper hot. Took the L with you guys this morning on the live session. 1L, just under $500 across those accounts. So not super duper hot for me as far as a beautiful trading day goes. But we'll have some fun scalping with you guys here into the afternoon. So taking a look at this on Bookmap. Yeah, we got some right around the 26s. 31, we got a little bit. Let's see if we pull back down. Maybe to the downside, I could look for a long off the 19s. If we continue a little bit lower, we got a little bit of liquidity right here. We are coming into this 3 p.m. time frame, so this could start to get a little bit dicey, a little bit more volatile. But we'll have some fun hanging out and scalping away. And again, guys, this is heavily discretionary, very very intuitive. When you're on, you're on. When you're off, you usually suck. But it does get more difficult to describe exactly what and why I'm doing what I'm doing as I'm doing it when we're really zoomed in on lower time frames here. So I will acknowledge that. Ooh, we got some selling pressure. I like this off the 12.5s, 12.75s. Looking at Bookmap, really stare at Bookmap when I run this. We got close. I was looking for a buy off of the 412s. A little bit more of a dip. Ooh, that's aggressive. I'm buying into that one, guys. Buying into that bad boy. And again, I'm going to go for a negative risk reward. I'm going to look for a little pop up here. Like I said, half to 3/4 for a take profit. That's kind of the R multiple that I look for. We came into a little bit of liquidity that was sitting right down at the 12s. I'm looking for a little pop back up. I do get somewhat aggressive with stops to break even when we're playing this game here, the nice scalp game. We start to move close to a take profit. I would go, I'm going to go stop loss right above break even on that just to get started. I want to see this continue. Reaction right off the bat. We come down. I'm happy to get stopped to break even. Look for a second trade. That's going to be my play. Looks like I'm going to get it. Tagged at break even. There we go. Tagged at break even. Let's see if this one continues or if we start to pop back to the downside. But again, negative risk to reward scalping, right? Thought process for this trade. We had some liquidity right down here. I like the uptrend that we've been in. We've been pushing all day to the upside. We get a pull back down, sweep below lows, take out liquidity. Oftentimes we pop right back up. If we don't pop right back up, I think this potentially sells off. But let's see if we go and tag around the lows of that candle to the left-hand side. That's really what I would be looking for. I think I had to take profit somewhere in here. But if we don't pop right back up and really get a reaction out of these trades, it's either a quick stop out or a stop at break even. That's the thought process here. But what's up? What's going on, chat? Afternoon grind. NQ took out Friday high, but ES still hasn't. Yup. Power hour. Absolutely. Talking to you guys on chat. What's up? Good afternoon, Chuck. Do I think CME data is worth it for Bookmap? I see it adds stop losses being hit, icebergs, but I don't. So CME data doesn't add those things, my man. What's going on, guys? CME data on Bookmap, I don't think adds those things that you're talking about. Stops and icebergs are additional add-ons. There's a take profit. Stops and icebergs would be like additional add-ons you have to subscribe to on Bookmap. The data itself doesn't provide any of that stuff. Like using Rhythmic versus DX feed versus CQG or something for Bookmap. Not really going to do anything. CME data is just CME data, right? From any data provider that you need level 2 data for Bookmap. So hopefully that helps. We got the duck emoji out. Yeah, hell yeah. Watching my first time. Welcome to the show. What's happening? A little bit different. We got scalping going on today. Little bit of scalping rolling towards the end of this session. Just took a quick long. That immediately popped up. It got tagged at break even, but we continued in the direction of the trade. Let's see if we start to find some resistance back up here. But this is getting a little bit volatile for what I like to see. We got a lot of liquidity up above 435s to 440s. Quite a bit all the way up above high of the session here. Get a little bit twitchy with the measurement tool. Kind of just get a feel. Let's see. Again, guys, much higher frequency, right? Higher risk. Tighter stops, tighter targets. Again, kind of forward testing with you guys here. Looking for something that I can get a higher frequency of trades rolling while I'm trading live 47 times a day. Actually like this for a quick pullback down. Yeah, I think we're either going to go run these highs or we wick back down. No, looks like we want to go run highs. Looks like we want to run highs. Maybe not yet, though. Maybe not yet. I don't know that I want to sell into this. Looking, again, guys, just kind of hyper focus. This is a little bit more labor intensive to really be focused up, looking to scalp on this much more zoomed in time frame. I almost like this for a pullback down. That was just a little bit close of a move up. Yep. That one's playing. Came through some liquidity that was sitting right there at 25s. Here's what we're looking at, right? So again, thesis is that we're going to move to and from areas of liquidity on the chart, right? We started to come down, after popped up here really aggressively. Looked like we wanted to run these highs. Didn't quite do it. Tried it again. As we started to sell off right here, I think, okay, maybe we're going to snap, almost 10 points lower right off the bat, right? Come through this liquidity that's sitting right here. Simple, right? Kind of that heat seeker approach, while also utilizing price action and market structure, right? Taking a look at what is actually happening on the candlestick chart. But that's kind of the thesis here when we're looking at Bookmap. To and from areas of liquidity, snagging areas, snagging some resting orders on the book. End of the day strong, stop loss. Let's go. What's going on, guys? What's going on? What is going on, chat? Let's see. That was a quick snap right back down. So we swept the lows down here, at least out of this little move on the 1 minute chart, nice and zoomed in. Came down, swept these lows, pulled right back up. Buyers couldn't take it higher. This looks kind of weak, y'all. This looks kind of weak. Kind of missed my opportunity up here for a little scalp to the downside. See if we get a little pop back up on that candle. Might look to short it right down to the 410s where we got some liquidity. No, it's going to move without me. Yeah, I don't love this structure to run this. I like this a whole lot better. This choppiness, kind of slower moving back and forth. Once we start to consolidate a little bit, just makes it a little bit easier. We're not breaking out to the upside, right? We're starting to kind of get it here. But this looks like we want to either turn or go and run highs. This looks a little bit dicier. But we'll take 47,000 trades on the live session before we run some duck races. If you guys don't know, we're running duck races for the account giveaways now. Fun stuff. Love your vibes, so I wanted to check out, support your channel. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for hopping on. Man or woman. I never know who's based on their crazy usernames, but appreciate you. Thanks for hopping on. I'm here 9:30 a.m. Eastern almost every damn day, live on YouTube and Kick. Free 99. Free in Discord, free here, free everywhere. I do yap about companies that I'm partnered and affiliated with as I say that. Top One Futures, for example, is one of those. They are running an end of summer sale, 55% off. All accounts, including the instant funded accounts with code RDF, if you want to check it out. Link is pinned in the chat. Which stock? NQ. Yes, correct. We are trading NQ over here, the NASDAQ 100 futures contract. The monster in the room. I primarily trade ES, but like I said, we're kind of going to be messing around on NQ here into the afternoon. Yeah, this looks like we want to drop. If we got a little bit more of a pullback up to that area of volume, I would try this. Let's try this one short, guys. See if we can't get some motion to the downside. Looks like we want to come down towards these 410s, where we got some liquidity. Yeah, I'd have to be looking at the 410.5. Probably front run that. We've got a little bit on the book down there. We got a lit up level to be trading towards. Pulling back up, the 29s, my current stop. Jumped into a quick short here, seeing if we can't scalp a little move to the downside here. Not quite the entry that I would like. Like, I'd like the entry up here. But let's see if we can get some motion out of this one. Yeah, I'm not going to go break even yet because I'd be okay if it came and grabbed like the 22s again, 23s, 422s, 423s, where we got a little bit of liquidity. But let's take a look. Take a look. Come on, go grab those 410s. Ooh, a little bit of volume and volatility coming in there. Little snap there. CBD dropping off on ES. This, I don't know. This could be the grind higher into the end of the day. Could be the grind higher. Let's see what NQ's got for me. But as always, appreciate you guys hopping on. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Got one of the best damn communities on Discord, on YouTube. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome. There we go. Now I'm going stop loss to break even. Plus 2 ticks. Let's see. Can we get some motion down towards those 165s, or am I going to have to take another stop? Just asking for a little bit too much. I might have to tighten up. I might have to trade 2 contracts. Both of these would have been W's already. Trading 2 contracts with a tighter stop loss. Yep. Order filled. Two stop outs for break evens. That's the move, though, right? The move isn't that it snaps down, 30 ticks and then pulls all the way back up. It's that it continues. We'll see if this one continues in my direction, because this one did as well. And we'll file 2 more under the stop loss to break even with high frequency scalping is going to suck. But we'll find out. 2 trades, 2 break even so far, chat. Sitting at a whopping $4.40. Oh, yeah, it's going to go and snap the 10s. Here we go. Sitting at a whopping $4.40. And I think this is going to be the good demonstration of stop loss to break even with these trades not playing so well. But you guys will watch it play out live. What's up, Lee? Naz, a.k.a. the Slayer. Yeah, oh yeah. Naz the monster in the room. Y'all liking this August price action? It's a little bit dicey, man. It's a little bit dicey. I'm not a big fan on ES. I mean, any US indice really, where we just like kind of take off in one direction. This presented some opportunity here on NQ. But I don't know if we got that. I got short through VWAP on this. Yeah, this really didn't present any opportunity to sweep a high and come back down, or sweep a low and come back up. So I took the one trade that I saw coming back through VWAP after a push of the highs, looking for continuation lower. We swept highs, swept lows, and then continued to the upside. But yeah, this really so far for August has been pretty trash for me. Unfortunately, well, that's personal. Right? That's just the market not really agreeing with my approach, my strategy. All right, chat. I think I'm done going stop loss to break even now. Even on NQ with this high frequency scalping. I find that if I don't get the move to play out really quickly, there is much more of a risk than the normal way that I trade ES, that it comes all the way back on me and stops me out. So I don't mind doing it as it moves in my direction pretty aggressively. But I think we're about to watch the second trade so far, stop at break even and then continue all the way past a take profit. Not yet, though. Not yet. This was the 410 3/4. Here was my my take profit right here. So not yet. We come and trade all the way back up here through the 27s. That would be a stop out. So we'll watch this one play out in real time. NQ choppy today. Absolutely. I trade MNQ, but overall I'm down 250 and need 3K profit to get full access to my funded account and cash out. Nice. Yeah, then wrap it up. Skimmy, wrap it up for the day. You know, nothing wrong with just kind of calling it a small red day and just really not pushing it. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. How you guys doing, chat? How's everybody making out? You guys ending green? We're 3:15. We are into power hour. You guys ended on a green day? You ended on a red day? How you looking? How are y'all looking? Nice, nice. Let's see. Green, Lions. I don't know how to pronounce your whole name. Green. No duck race this afternoon. Yeah, Luciano, we got duck races coming up. Don't make me load up the ducks, guys. For those of you that don't know, I give away accounts every day on this live stream now. Multiple accounts. We gave away 3 yesterday. We've already given away 2 today. We are going to run a duck race. We're going to run duck races, but we're going to chill a little bit. We're going to get some trading in first. All right, guys? This isn't just going to be straight duck races. I mean, it's fun. Like, I have fun running the duck race. I'm not sure what's wilder, the markets or the duck races, but we will run duck races. We will run the emoji races, the marble race. We're going to run all the races. But yeah, we got accounts up for grabs here. We did the straight to funded. I'm doing the straight to funded Sim Pros in the morning. I'm going to be doing some duck races for the price of elite accounts, 25K elite accounts with top 1 futures. Let's see. Orange day for me. All right, orange toe is orange. Red day every day this week. Yeah, dude, I got cooked this week, Brian. I've been getting cooked across the board. Unfortunately, man, I'm red in every account, I think, but this one, red in every account, unfortunately. But that's okay, right? You know, if you're controlling that risk, I haven't taken an outsized loss on any of the accounts that I'm trading, right? As long as you're controlling risk, you can live to fight another day. But if you looked at this week's price action, you could tell why I lost based on the style of trading, right? If we just take off in one direction with no pullbacks and we just go hit levels and then we don't react from them at all and we just continue in one direction, really clean trend day, I typically take L's, right? I'm going to look to buy the dip if we start to sell off. I'm going to look to fade that push to the upside for a move back to VWAP. If we just take off or we chop around and then take off, oftentimes that's when I'm going to take an L, you know? But that's part of it. You got to be able to take L's. Have to. This specifically, what I'm doing here is more of a forward test, crazy price action, market structure, volume, order flow scalping on NQ, mainly to try to generate a high frequency of trades around slow moving sessions so I could stream live with you guys and actually get something that's working. I spent a lot of time testing. I spent a lot of time back testing. I spent a lot of time forward trading. I've made it trading accounts to payouts doing this, what I'm doing right here. But I don't have nearly as large of a sample size as I would like to say that this is, very, very solid approach. It's also a lot of trades, right? You have to have a lot of focus. There's a lot more that comes into it. Risk management can be very difficult. Controlling tilt can be really difficult. When market conditions are not lining up and you start taking losses, you really need to know when to clip it because it seems to either work really well with a high win rate or you're off, or the market's, you're not agreeing with the market, your risk management's not right. So you really got to be able to shut it down pretty quickly. But there are a lot of traders that work well with, really zoomed in negative risk to reward scalping, especially guys that use order flow. So that's kind of the disclaimer here. I think it's important to note that, right? Before you hop on, you're like, what the hell is Zach doing? He's like just buying and selling, on NQ like an absolute degenerate. There's also other things to take into consideration, right? On these accounts, we got a 10-second rule. I start jumping into trades here. They got to go 10 seconds before a take profit gets hit, right? You run that a couple too many times, you're not going to get your profit. So important to note that. So I'm watching this come into liquidity to the upside here. I'm not looking to fade this little pop to the upside. I think we might drive right through this. Again, I like this move in calmer, choppier conditions, rangier, slower moving, price action trading back and forth above each other, not big standout levels, not pushing the highs of the day and the highs of the session. You can do it, but to me it just doesn't generate as solid of a win rate, right? Because I've played around with this quite a bit across a lot of conditions. So I'm sitting here patient right now to see if we go pop this or we start to sell off again. Here we go. Looks like we want to come through it. ES has some up above as well. Looks like we want to go check out the 80s on ES. But I'm cautioned. I don't want a short high of day. That's not really the approach. You can scalp it. All right, here we go. We're going to go pop the 63s. So here's like a thought. If you threw one on right here, what would this look like? We just went and popped the 2336s, where we had some liquidity there. Another opportunity would be like off the 40s. Right off the 40s, right? If we come up here and tag this, oftentimes we get a little bit of a reversion, right? We're coming into sell orders. Not always. We're looking super duper strong right here, which is why I don't want to fade it. But you got 36s right here where we had some fill. This would be kind of idea number one. 36s right there. Or 40s. Or 40s, right? You can try it twice. For a short. Really just back down to an area of high volume, right? Coming back down below this candlestick with no wick. Right back down to this area. We got a little bit of liquidity down there as well. A little bit, but not much. No, not much. We shall see, chat. We shall see. What the hell is a duck race? This is a duck race. It's not time for the duck race yet, but... What did I Google for this? Is it random duck race? Duck race random? Oh, God, guys. Yeah, duck race is going to be a way to pick a random winner here on the live stream. Everybody gets a quick form filled out. You get your name on a duck. They race randomly into a finish line while they quack dressed up in ridiculous outfits, and somebody wins an account. That's what the duck race is. In regards to my question earlier, brother, about icebergs and stops losses, it was part of the 4th of July bundle. That's why it included extra add-on. Might have got the verbiage wrong. Wasn't CME. Oh, I got you. We're off to the races. Line up the ducks. I think it was MBO. Yeah. So MBO is going to be your level 2 full depth of market, right? That add-on for 4th of July, thank you for whoever's smashing the like button. That add-on for 4th of July might have included the stops and icebergs, again, which is like an additional subscription add-on. I don't use it, although it is helpful. I think it's cool. I just use Bookmap in a really dumb way, and I just like to have a heat map of where we have, large, orders stacked up, and CVD that I really just look at it. So there's 1,000 other things you could do with Bookmap. There's so many more advanced things you could do with Bookmap. Again, I use it, and I actively say, because Bookmap is advanced. Order flow is really advanced. The the mechanics behind it, the why behind it, I think can be really helpful for traders to understand. For me personally, I've gone down that road so many times in the past that I like to approach trading like a really simple person, looking at things from a stupidly simple lens, very technical, pattern recognition based. I don't want the whole why behind everything, right? So you can use stops and icebergs in that way, right? That add-on in a technical way. But I just try not to add too much more on like that. So that's the thought process. And I don't pretend to be, I talk about how I use this stuff, right? But I don't pretend to be the expert, explainer of market auction theory and, what's going on behind every single thing, right? I take a look at the chart and I say, here, I know what this means. Here's where we have a nice stack of X amount of sell orders that just filled. Was that like 35? If X, based on what I see, happens, I think X, right? If we come up into these, I think maybe we push through by a little bit, wick above, and maybe we sell off. Why? Pattern recognition, right? I just stare at the stuff day in and day out. That, to me, has seemed to work better than trying to understand every detail and create a narrative or understand the actual narrative behind it, not create a narrative. Maybe it's just because when stuff doesn't go the way that I expect it to, it's easier to accept. It's just less to focus on. So, that's kind of the thought process. Here we go. Came and cracked that high. Grabbed some of those orders. Grabbed the orders at 39. Grabbed some of it at 40. And, a little sell-off. Yeah. You can't call this giveaway a frenzy if you don't do at least 2 races for this power hour. JP, I'll call this giveaway whatever I want to call it, my fine friend. But I appreciate your instigating of attempting to get more giveaways going on my live streams. I really do. But I will call these whatever the hell I want. I think giving away, for the amount of people that I have on these live streams, I think giving away the amount of accounts that I've given out so far this week and cash would quantify me calling it a frenzy. But that's just me, right? Subjective. You need level 2 duck to win the race. No level 2 ducks to win the race. Appreciate you, brother. Does the kick subs get extra entries for these 2 races too? Yeah, guys. The kick subs are going to get 5 times entries if you're on the live stream, right? If you're on the live stream and you fill the form out and you sub to kick, you get 5 times entries to whatever giveaway you're a part of for the week. That's what we got going on. I thought you said you weren't a degenerate, but you're dressing farmyard animals up. Oh, yeah. No, I said I was scalping like a degenerate. I called myself a degenerate. But yeah, we're running races. We're running races for with dressed up ducks. I forgot who we had win. I think we had the naked duck and we had the pink duck win. But it looked like the Trump duck and the George Washington duck was going to win. And yesterday, this is really high quality trading technical analysis, guys. Yesterday, we had the cigar smoking suit duck almost win. It's pretty crazy. Neo, did I check the marble race? No, but I know there's like a million versions of these. Somebody sent me the emoji race. It's like every smiley face and like emoji that you could possibly think of, like jumping and dancing through the air. Like they're ridiculous. We're going to run the ducks. We're going to run the ducks for this week. The ducks are a big hit. Everybody likes the ducks. We're going to keep running them. I finally figured out how to get everybody's name on there without doxing everybody in a nice, simple way from the form. So that was cool. We don't have to guess numbers. We don't have to do any of that. You know exactly which duck is yours. But no, whoever just said that, you didn't miss it. Ducks rule. Yeah, you didn't miss it yet. Didn't miss it. We're hanging out. Probably towards the end of the session, guys. So here we go. We got 3:28 p.m. Eastern, right? Again, I don't love scalping off of the high, right? I'm not a breakout trader. Even when I'm scalping, it's somewhat of a reversion trade. So I just, this is, pushing the high of the day, right? When we're up here, trying to short that, a little bit sketchy. I think potentially a move back to prior day high. If not, I think we're coming all the way up close to these 23,500s. I don't know that we get too much movement out of the end of the day, but we are coming into MOC, market on close. Just want to see if I can pull this up. Yeah, 350 is what I really look out for. 350 is really what I look out for. 350 p.m. Once we come into that time frame, we often see a lot of volatility that comes in with those MOC orders, that data that gets released. But 330, we typically get a little bit, sometimes get a little bit of volatility that comes in right here as well. Got about 20 seconds to that. Let's take a look. My scalps are better in the middle. Yeah. You know, again, like if I had to pick the price action to run this, it's not going to be on a trend to the upside where we're just pushing high of day nonstop. It's going to be choppier back and forth price action, a little bit of kind of barcoding price action. I tend to just do better in that, right? For whatever reason. The style of entry that I'm using, the way that maybe order flow tends to move around what I can see on Bookmap, the way that I use Bookmap, right? And again, even when I talk about stuff like that, I don't need to have some crazy theory as to what the market's doing and why, when, and when I do best, right? I just look at my data and I trust that, right? Hey, you know, when the market's on a ripping uptrend and we're, 300 points above VWAP, you suck. You typically just take losses, right? You have a way worse win rate. Okay. I make myself aware of that. Things like that. Someone said all in long, maybe. I'd like to be long into MOC. What's up? What's up, guys on Kick? Hella emojis. Let's go. What's up? FF Lee, what's happening, bro? See if we can't make some money here. And then we're going to run a duck race. See if we can't make some money. And if we don't make any money like we didn't the last 2 days, we're just going to give some money away. I don't know, guys. I've just been sending people money and accounts. It's been very fun. We'll have fun. Appreciate you guys hopping on. All jokes aside, appreciate everybody that hops on. You guys are awesome. Thanks for being here. As always, the streams are growing. The socials are growing. It's crazy. The community is almost at 2,000 members in Discord. Wild. I actually have to check how many people we got. 1,974 members in the free Discord right now. That's pretty wild. I would have never thought that I would get that rolling in a little over a year. You want to hop in the 100% free trading Discord? I'm going to drop it right there. Not a VIP feeder program, not a course, not something where I invite you to come and hang out in my private room. I just trade live here on YouTube and Kick all damn day. That's my game plan, really what I plan to do. Put out long form content, show you guys what real trading looks like for me. I don't claim to be some amazing trader. I don't claim to have it all figured out. I know I repeat this a lot. Somebody told me to not repeat stuff. I have to repeat stuff. There's new people on these streams all the time. So I cater to everybody. I don't claim to be the best. I don't claim to have it all figured out. I think I've got some juice. I've made some money. I've been trading for about 6 years. Been in the markets for about 6 years. Heavily focused trading. A little bit less time than that. Ooh, push to the upside. Trading the 42s. But I'm happy to show you what real trading looks like for me. I think I've got some value to provide. And if it comes in no other way than running a duck race and giving you free accounts, that's the value. Outside of, maybe it comes by way of saying, hey, here's a mistake I made. Here's something that, I don't want to do, But I'm happy to show you what real trading looks like for me. Directly from whatever platform I'm trading on, entries, exits, stops, targets, stop losses getting hit, take profits getting hit, not hiding behind a trading view screen, not calling things after the fact in a Discord, or manipulating what I'm doing, or saying that I'm trading and actually trading on paper, right? I tell you what account I'm in. This one, a 50K straight to funded account, not being copy traded, right? Yeah, so we got a nice pop on that bad boy, but I I think we pull back on this. Now I think we pull back on this. Now I'm ready to short this. Finally, after this pop, I think we either come through the 50s really aggressively or we pull back on this. So I'm gonna short this. We got liquidity at 50, so if we come through this, that's gonna be that. You know, no problem. To the downside, just keeping an eye. Keeping an eye. We got some at 38. That's way too close to my entry. 30 doesn't look bad. Yeah, 30 doesn't look terrible. 30 doesn't look terrible. Yeah, here's what I'm looking at on Bookmap now that I'm in the trade. I like to show exactly the trade playing out, like I just said, stop loss and take profit being hit. But I'm going to show you guys from Bookmap since I'm utilizing it pretty heavily. We popped right through some liquidity right there. That would have been a beautiful entry right there off the 45s. We got some to the upside, right? We got this heavy stack. But before we maybe go and grab that, I think we come down here, maybe through the 35s, grab the 30s, like this right now. Like this right now. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. $200. And why? You know, why was my exit right there, right? Bookmap. Right, Bookmap. Did we even fill it? I front run it. I usually front run it, meaning I don't wait for it to break right through. But we pull back down, tried to clear out some liquidity to the downside, right? Simple as that. Does it always work? No, it didn't work the first 2 times, right? I had to take a stop at break even. But it's a combination of price action, market structure, volume, and Bookmap, right? Order flow. And again, using Bookmap in a really dumb way, which I like to repeat a lot. I will also say, though, this involves a lot of discretion. This involves much more discretion than what you see me do with with ES in the morning, right? You could trade you can't trade exactly the way that I trade because there's discretion in there, there's intuition, but it's pretty clear cut. You know what levels I'm using. You know what direction I'm going to look in as price is moving, right? We got an idea of how I'm going to trade. You could pretty much call it. In my opinion, I think. I do it pretty damn consistently. This is much more discretionary, much more subjective based on what's going on, right? And it's harder to articulate. So I think it's important to note that, right? I don't know that the demonstration of this type of stuff is as helpful and this kind of really high frequency scalping is as helpful, not because you can't copy it or because you can't, you can't understand what I'm doing, but the why behind all of it, it comes from some experience. It comes from staring at the chart and staring at Bookmap, right? So, important to note that. I think important to note that. But quick W finally. So just to recap, that was 2 break evens. 1 break even that would have continued in the direction of my trade. 1 break even that wouldn't have continued in the direction of my trade. If you take a look back here, my short entry over here got close, but I had my take profit at 410 3/4. We reversed a couple ticks above that, and we would have came all the way back to stop me out, right? So the stop loss to break even thing, you got to collect a large sample size and then just decide based on your data, right? And how would you decide that? If I trade all day, every day, and I move stop loss to break even, I got to ask myself, of the trades that are stopped out, am I saving myself full stop outs more often, or am I cutting a good trade that's going to come back to be a winner more often, right? If you never move stop loss to break even, how many trades move in your favor of your in the direction of your trade, don't hit a take profit, and then come all the way back to stop you at break even, right? Will it help you? I think it's different for everybody. It's different on every style. And you have traders that scream stop loss to break even, no stop loss to break even. Again, I don't think it's as easy as that. I wish it was. I wish it was the same for everybody, but I don't think it is. I think it's based on your approach, your style, your entry, whatever the hell you're doing on the charts, whether or not that's going to make sense. And whether or not it's going to make sense to do something completely different, to add in, to scale out, to go stop loss behind a level of structure or something on Bookmap, right? It comes down to what you're doing because there's so many different ways to do this. So, but trade management is really a focus because, You could have a great entry every time. You could mismanage the trade, right? You could do so many different things once the trade's on, and you can, have profit showing and consistently take losses. That's just part of it. So, real deal. You could say Porsche to the main stage. Porsche. Bill, that's funny. Appreciate it. Repeat as you like. Yeah, no, somebody said like, damn, you repeat yourself so much, stuff like that. I know because I watch people hop on and off, and I get to see like how many new people we have on the forums and all this type of stuff. I constantly have new people on. So I have a lot of OGs on here, and I appreciate you guys for being here. But I do repeat myself because if it's your first time hopping on the stream, you don't know who the hell I am. You don't know what the hell I'm talking about with a duck race. You don't know how I usually trade versus what the hell I'm doing right now. So, I think articulating it is good, right? I used to hop, and I do that because I was a viewer, right? Before I was doing this, I watched a lot of other people's streams. I spent a lot of time. I'd come into people's rooms, and they wouldn't say anything. They would just be like, you'd have to be there for like, 6 months to know what the heck's going on, what the structure is, everything. So you want ES or NQ? This is NQ. This is NQ. Wow. Yeah, quick W. Great guide, Bookmap. Yeah, Bookmap is sweet. Great snipe. Appreciate you. You so real. Yeah, I try. Real this morning was a $500 L, guys. So I don't mind, don't mind to tell you. You can go back and take a look. By the way, always repeat. Repeat. It takes a couple times to understand. I'm a dumbass. Yeah, it's all good. All right, can't cater to everybody. So, I also try to, if I'm running the giveaway, that's what it was. It was for the duck race. I try to tell everybody what exactly I'm doing. I repeat it like 10 times, what you have to do to enter, all of that stuff. And I just don't like there to be any question of what we're doing and what's getting given away and any of that stuff. So, we appreciate everything. Appreciate you guys. Brian C. back too. Oh, yeah. Once I move my stop loss to break even, I do. Cool. Right. Hell yeah. So we got 1W. Again, watching this, I wanted to see if we were going to come back up on this bad boy. Looks like we want to come back down. This looks like we want to come down lower. $340. We're going to have an MOC trade coming up here pretty soon, guys. I'm probably going to run one into MOC just to have fun. For those of you that don't know, market on close orders, the last batch of data that comes in, or maybe I shouldn't say the last batch of data, but a scheduled time every day that you could traditionally expect some volatility based on the market participants reacting to that data, quantity, buy side or sell side. Comes in at 3:50 p.m. Eastern, 10 minutes before NYSE session close, and traditionally creates some volatility, right? If you just go back and look at a candlestick chart, look at the 3:50 p.m. Eastern candle, and maybe you tell me what you see. Do you see it's traditionally smaller than all of the other candles around it with less volume? I would say no. I would say it's not. I don't try to interpret MOC data. You can pay to get it in real time or pretty close to real time. I don't try to do that because I used to trade on Top Step TV quite a bit for Power Hour, and Eddie would always announce it like right at MOC. And I noticed, like I do with a lot of fundamental stuff, the market just often wouldn't care. The only thing that I could count on was a lot of volatility, right? Like if it was, it should be bullish, the market should move bullish based on the data. Sometimes it would just sell off, like immediately wick lower. It just wasn't consistent enough to say like, oh, that's something that's, I could trade that, right? And if it was that easy, I think everybody would do it, right? You just, if trading news was as easy as if the news is bullish, then buy. If the news is, bearish, then sell. The market oftentimes interprets that, reacts in a very different way than you expect it to. And if it was just that easy, we would all be doing the same thing. And unfortunately, it's not. So I'm yapping up here because I really don't want to scalp this. This would be like a long play, but I don't know. We had a chance to break higher. We got a little head and shoulders price action going on, a little double top. Selling off through this low now. This is looking kind of weak. ES didn't crack liquidity to the upside. We're dropping off on CVD on both of these. So it's keeping me out really of doing anything. These trades are not a continuation breakout in one direction, right? I would want to run a wider stop loss. But I could see maybe like a wick down closer to that prior day high level. I don't know that I would want to buy it though. Got about 5 minutes to MOC, so I'm gonna try to find myself in something long. I really hate to be short into MOC. That's just a bias. Trade long enough, and you'll create one of those, whether it's healthy or unhealthy. You can decide for yourself. I find for MOC the market often pops. Big bullish day. Maybe there's some data behind that, but. Looking at this, I'm looking at the 19.5s right now. We got a little bit on NQ. We wick lower. I might try this long. Let's see what we got, chat. Came right through those 19.5s. Is that all we're going to do? We had some liquidity that just filled right here. I don't trust this just yet, guys. This looks like it could get dicey to the downside. Yeah, this looks like it could get dicey to the downside. I don't have a short on this, but I'm going to keep myself out of a long. Maybe 7 to 10 points lower. Ooh, we got a big stack down here. We got a nice stack on NQ down here. Yeah, that's dicey. Guys, we got about 3 minutes to MOC. 3 minutes to MOC. Damn, buyers don't want to let this thing die, huh? Yeah, I need a little bit of a wick lower, clear out some of this down below. This might pop right back up to 23,440 where we got some on the book. I don't know. Though. Eyeball and book map, trading 23,420s. Looking for something here. I wanted to find my way into something for MOC, but I don't know that I want to just run it long into MOC. What do you guys think, chat? What do you guys think? Long into MOC? Got about 2 minutes until that comes out. Maybe if we grab the 15s, I might look to take this. If we crack below the 23,420s, trade towards these 23,415s, I may look to grab a long right into MOC. There we go. Taking the 20s. Let's see. No. What do you got for me, NQ? Nah, we didn't want to grab those 15s. Damn. All right, guys, we got about 60 seconds till 3:50 p.m. Eastern. We got market on close orders that are going to come in. That data makes itself available or is made available. The data doesn't do anything. It's not a human. Market typically reacts to that. I'd like to be long. I'd like to be long into it. I wanted the 15s to get taken. Just a little bit of a wick down here to look long on it for a pop back up towards 440. I think that would be pretty cool to get long into. Look for a quick move out of this. Do I want to YOLO it? Do I want to YOLO it at MOC? A little $200. Let's see. I want it to be long. Let's see how that would have played out. Ooh, would have played out very ugly. Very ugly. So immediate wick down. There we go. At 3:50 p.m. Again, guys, just being aware of some of these times of the day, you know, when you can expect movement, whether or not you think it's going to go up or down can be helpful. Yep, being long, the 15s would not have been nice. That would have stopped me. That definitely would have stopped me. Do we sell off here into the close, or is that going to be one more wick down below this consolidation? Then we look to run to the upside. I want to see if we grab these 23,400s where we've got some liquidity to the downside here. Got it at the 90s too. Let's see. Got some momentum moving here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hang on this, guys. Just take my $200 and call it a day. The other option is to risk it for the biscuit, but I like this short, something like this. You know, if we it's just not really wide enough, right? We could pop right back up here and then do it, and there's just not a lot of time left. Here's why I like this short, right? We grabbed this right here. Now let's see if we do it. Grab this right here. We didn't pop to the 440s or the 450s. We got liquidity down here at the 23,400s, 2390s here on NQ. I just don't have the structure to trade it. But this looks like a potential short. I also really don't like being short into the close on a super bullish day. So we are 3 trades for 2 break even and a $200 one. Not a whole lot, but we'll take what we get, right? I think you guys know what time it is. Time for the duck races. Let's run it, guys. Let me go ahead and get the form filled out, form ready for you guys. We will drop that in the chat. We are going to have a form today. Let's get this loaded up. What is today? The 6th? Go ahead and smash the like button, y'all. Smash the like button on YouTube. You can throw some emojis in the chat on Kick. We'll get this giveaway running. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Let's do it. It's duck race time. It's time for the duck races. There's the form. Go ahead and get the form filled out. It's going to be pinned on YouTube. There is the giveaway form. It's on Kick as well. Go ahead and get the form filled out. For you guys that are on X, I'll throw it to you. There's like, why do you guys all hang out on X? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Hang on. let me I guess it's just convenient, but let me help you guys out on X. I'll get this over to you. I didn't do it earlier today, but this is going to be the last time I do it, guys. Hop on YouTube, hop on Kick. More than happy to have you on a faster streaming platform with no ads. There is the giveaway. And if you want the link to Kick, low latency, no ads, you can help me out. And remember, guys, if you want to sub to Kick right now, maybe you're listening on Kick, maybe you're listening on YouTube, you can go ahead and do that. And you can get yourself 5 times entries to this duck race. You could be running 5 ducks into MOC right now. But it's funding frenzy week. Remember, guys, you don't have to guess a lucky number. There's no lucky number that goes along with this one. You guys are getting the chance to win. You got to hang out on here, too. So don't fill it out and leave. That's the other disclaimer. You got to hang out on here. You got to be on the stream to claim it. We ain't giving it to y'all that are waiting for this, waiting for me to say it, fill it out, and dip out. You gotta be hanging out. You gotta be part of the team here. So go ahead and get this one filled out. We got some responses rolling in. There's not that many people on. Actually, there is. I shouldn't say that. There's like 35 of you guys on X. We're bouncing between like 50 and 40 on YouTube. Got a handful of you guys on Kick. Appreciate y'all being here. Again, if you want to hop on Kick, I'm going to throw this in the YouTube chat as well. You can help me out by being a subscriber, or you can just help yourself out by following for free and get no ads and and the lowest latency, meaning faster to what you're actually seeing on the screen. Let's see. Thanks for the double stream. Project X. Need to hit the like button and subscribe. Great stream, dude. I appreciate you guys. Finished live. Ducks. Staying on the phone. Yeah, guys, we're going to get the duck race loaded up. All right. Let's get going. I'm going to give you guys only like 2 minutes to get this filled out. We're going to do this quick. Go ahead and get the form filled out in the chat. It is live. Get this one filled out, guys. We got the Power Hour Duck Race coming up. Yeah, we're going to stream Power Hour the rest of the week and NYSE session. We're going to stream all the hot times with you guys. We're going to hang out, see if we can't make some money. Took a W on this. 2 break evens and a W. 1 break even that would have been a W. 1 break even that would have been an L and a small W. We'll have some action here on these live streams for sure. If I pull this crap, we definitely will. This is just pushing highs. Not exactly what I look for. You know, much choppier, consolidating, rangy price action. A much happier trading rather than trying to short the top of the session, which I did earlier. So we will have, more trades. These are high frequency, style. So, but again, guys, if you want to check out Top 1 Futures, I'm partnered, I'm affiliated. You can support me, support yourself with the best deal, 55% off, instant funded, no evaluation prop firm. If you don't know what a prop firm is, hit me up. I'm happy to explain it. If you don't know what instant funding is, hit me up. Happy to explain it. Hop in Discord, hit me up on socials, Real Deal Zach across socials. But 55% off with code RDF. Better than the email, better than the website, better than the Discord, better than anything. Shout out Top 1. You can get into the 50K instant funded account, the one that I'm trading right here for like $250, $260 with the crazy deal they have running right now. Trading directly towards a payout from day one. Pretty sick. But remember, I'm biased. I'm partnered. I'm affiliated. I stand to make money. Important for me to say that. And for you to make your own trading decisions. Do your own research. All right. What's a Kick subscriber? Hop on Kick, hit that link, and you can see follow or subscribe. You will see it right on there. You can also hop in Discord for more details. Let's see. FY, it says 8-6 on the form. I submitted it. Yeah. I think, wait a minute. Yeah, we're good. We're good, guys. I see it rolling in. We're good. It's the 6th, right? It's August 6th? Yeah, I hope. I don't know. I did 2 duck races yesterday. I was only supposed to do 1. All right, chat. Go ahead, guys. Get your get your names filled out here. I'm going to go with your first name and your last initial, since half of you guys are on YouTube and not on Kick, or Kick and not on YouTube. We're going to get this duck race rolling. The moment that you're all really here for. Forget about the trading. Forget about NQ and the markets. We're here for the duck races, right? No. All right, let's see. Couple more minutes, guys. I'm going to give you like another minute. Go ahead, get the form filled out if you're hanging out. It is pinned in YouTube. It's in X. It's in Kick. Only fill it out one time. Don't spam it. If you spam it, I will make sure that you don't win and you get banned. Don't do that. I see a lot of the same names on here. You guys are doubling back on me. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome. Some new names as well, as always. Let's see. Again, guys, if you don't win today, we are running duck races. We're giving away straight to funded pro accounts. We're giving away the Elite Challenge accounts. What this is for, a 25K Elite Challenge account. All right, stragglers, come on. I see you still filling in. Let's go. Last chance. Get it rolling, guys. Get it rolling. And we are going to see who on here is the Kick sub and is running 5 ducks in this duck race. Let me see. Let's see. All right, guys, a handful of you marked off that you're a Kick subscriber, and you're not a Kick subscriber. So you can double check that. You don't have to do anything, but there's following on Kick and there's subscribing on Kick. It's 2 different things. Neo, you are getting a 5-pack of ducks. Welcome back. Neo is running 5 into Power Hour. Just double checking. I think he might be the only one. All right, let's see. Nope, Kaz is on here as well. He's running 5 ducks. All right, let's go, guys. Let's run this. Let's get the ducks rolling or swimming, whatever they're supposed to do. Just double checking through. Nope, Polly's running 3 ducks also. 5 ducks. Polly won yesterday. Let's see. Yup. Nope. CR7LK7, you're on here also. Yup. You're running 5 ducks. We got a bunch of you guys running 5 ducks. You guys are taking advantage. That's good. You help me out, I help you out. All right. I got some stragglers on here. You guys are still filling the form out. I'm gonna end the form right now. If you didn't fill it out, hit submit. Hurry up. Last chance. I'm going to end that right now. Stop accepting responses. Cool. And we got, I think, one more on there. No, 2 more. All right. Chat. Are you ready, chat? We got 63 ducks in the gate. Is it going to work? We got 63 ducks lined up, chat. This is a giveaway, Jim. This is the giveaway for a, let me see what you guys started saying in the chat. Me? Yeah, I got you. No, AVX Phoenix, you're not subbed on Kick. You might be following on Kick, but you're not subbed. What's your name on Kick? Before I run this. Nope, we got Brian, Kaz, maybe you're under something else. Neil, Ralph, you're not on here. Wait a minute, Ralph, are you on here? Sorry, guys. I want to make sure this is fair before we run it. All right. Let's get ready to roll, chat. Let's get ready to... Yeah, JNV Irving, you're on here. Wait a minute. I want to get you guys what you deserve, but all right, I'll come back through and double check and make sure. But I got a handful of you on here that are running the 5 ducks. All right, let's get this rolling, chat. Let's get this rolling. We got a 2-minute race. We got 63 ducks on the line. Prop firm ducks, real duck Zach Scott. This is for an elite challenge, the 25K elite challenge. All right. Let's see how this one goes. Good luck, everybody. Let's go. Best of luck. Good luck, everybody. Let's run it. The ducks are off to the races. Let's go. All right, we got Alan A with an early lead. This is a 2-minute race. Don't get too excited just yet, guys. We got Dwayne W. We got Byron W. We got David F. Let's see. Polly again with the crazy-looking duck in a costume. Always up front. Wait a minute. We got the Donald Trump duck coming from behind. Let's see. Your guys' names and your last initial or your kick username is on here. So, again, there's a whole bunch. Not all of them show, right? As they make their way to the front, we show them. Rob S. with the crazy mohawk red duck down at the bottom. Let's go. Yeah, guys, the duck races get a lot of love, so we're running duck races. Let's see. We got the strawberry hat duck. We got the all red duck. Got a lot of regular ducks, too. Oh, we got the snapback duck, Chuck G. I see a panda, Donna H. in the panda duck. Let's see who's coming up front. 40 seconds left. Charismir, Neo, Julie, Polly, CR7LK7, Gabor, Scott C, Richard W. Oh, no, Richard W. taking the lead. Scott C. Let's see. Oh, man, Scott to the front. Juan L. I don't know. Let's see. Coming into the finish line here. We got Caleb trying it again. Juan L. Muhammad is up front also. Wait a minute. From the top. Looks like Juan L. I don't know. We still got a little bit of time left, guys. Wait a minute. We got Neo, Julie G. Come from behind victory. Who is this? John S. out of nowhere. John S. with the scuba mask on out of nowhere. Wait a minute, guys. We're going to run 2 today. We're running it back. We're running another one right now. Congrats, John S. For you guys that hung out on here, this is why we do it. We're running another one. John S., are you on here? Part of this deal is you have to be on the live stream to claim your winning duck. John, where are you? Speak up or forever hold your peace. Are you on? You're not on kick. Let's see. Congrats, John S. Congrats, John S. He's cheating. Where's John S.? Where are you? Speak up. You got to be in chat, my man. Oh, well, maybe you can't. Oh, hold on one second. Can you not chat? John, John, John S. My duck always starts off strong but falls back. He has endurance issues. I can be John S if you want. Hang on one second. Wait. I'm going to make this so you can chat. Maybe you can't chat. Hang on. Everybody chill. All right. John S. Are you here on YouTube? Speak now or forever hold your peace, John. If you're on kick, say what's up. Oh, he's there. New old one, John S. What's going on, bro? All right, we know who this is. Let's go. We're racing it again. We're putting the ducks back in the gate. We're giving away 3 prop firm accounts today. Let's run it. Now, you guys are awesome, so I'm happy to give back. Happy to keep doing these. New race, round 2. We got all the same ducks lined up. John, if you win again somehow, you can't win twice. That's pretty much going to be my only rule. I don't think there's replay mode. Maybe there is, but we're going to go ahead and run this one again. Are you guys ready? The ducks are in the gate. We're loaded up. This is, again, for round 2 of a 25K Elite Challenge account, the price of one of them, since I'm giving out way too many accounts and Top 1 Futures is actually going to kill me, because this is now my 3rd day of giving away multiple accounts. We have literally, you have 1 in 63 chances to win, 2 in 63 to win right now. You have a chance to win earlier. I would argue, I know it's my stream, but I would argue this is the best chance to win a straight to funded or challenge account. Not a reset, not a discount, not coming and hang out with me live or in my chat. All that stuff is free. I think it's a great odds. I don't know. But let's go ahead and run it. Here we go, guys. 25K for 25K Elite Challenge account. That's what we're running, guys. That's what we're running for. Get ready. Whoa. We're running. There we go. No duck sounds. What happened? Oh, duck sounds are back. All right. We got CR7LK7 out front with 2 ducks. He is a Kick subscriber. He's got 5 ducks in the race. We got Kaz out front with 2 ducks. Jordan P down on the bottom. David S. These are long races, guys. These are long races. You got to have good endurance. Your duck has to have good endurance, right? You can't just come out quick with one YOLO trade, right? You have to actually be able to have some risk management here. All right, let's see what we got, guys. We got some new ducks up front. Caleb P, Luca S, Luciano. I can't see who that is. Kaz coming with the English duck. We got a grandma duck, Alex P. Caleb P out front. We got the Statue of Liberty duck down on the bottom. Neo in the green. Neo in the classic green. Fitting for his name, if it's Neo from the Matrix. I can see my duck struggling, fading. Christian O move. Kaz clones fall back. My duck is on a stop loss. Chuck, get out of the way. Burn the duck. Oh, you guys are mad funny. Look at the grandma up front. Oh, yeah. Veronica's in my way. Mine keeps reaching for the front and then comes back. Let's see, guys. 30 seconds left. This is really where, like, that was a come from behind W. It's not always that way on the duck race, but let's see. Let's see who's coming for the end. We got Esther P, Jordan P, Chuck G, CR7LK7 making the late lead. 16 seconds to go. Who's got it to the finish line? 10 seconds to go. Oh, we got Veronica making a run, Polly making a run, Chuck G, Arab I. Oh, wait a minute, down on the bottom left. Arab I with the W. The Statue of Liberty duck takes it. Another close one. A close one. Come from behind. Arab I. Are you here in chat? Are you in Kick? Are you in YouTube? Say what's up. My duck trip. Donna O. Donna H is in my way. Scott's going to come from behind. Move for the queen. Mine drowned. Yo, I got dusted. Congrats, Arab. Arab, where you at, bro? Say what's up if you are in the chat. Let me see if I can find you, what your username is. Let's see. Ryad, I think that's what it is. R-I-Y-A-D. Come on, bro. You got to be here. There you go. Statue of Liberty. There he is. He claimed it. It's me. Congrats, bro. Yeah, you got a different username, so I don't know who the heck it is. Guys, this was fun. This was very fun. I really appreciate you guys hopping on. Chat, my grandma got stopped for speeding. Oh, my God. They dropped the Statue of Liberty emoji already. Congrats. Do we need a Kick account? Yeah, Jim Jacks. Guys, you can hop on Kick if you want. I will throw the link in chat. I'm trying to get partnered with Kick. I'm trying to get verified with Kick, so I need a certain amount of subscribers. I need a certain amount of people viewing on Kick, hanging out, chatting in Kick. So I'm plugging that quite a bit. You can be part of these every day, 100% free, multiple times a day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. And all right, Duck. All right, chill out. Wait a minute, where is it? There we go. Fun and Frenzy Week, 9:30 a.m. Eastern, and 3 p.m. Eastern for Power Hour. Congrats to the winners. I'll be reaching out. John, new old one, was hanging out in Kick. We got Arab hanging out in YouTube. Congrats to you guys. Let's go again. We ran 2 of them today. We did 3 giveaways today, guys. I'll be live tomorrow for both sessions, 9:30 a.m. Eastern and 3 p.m., probably about 2:30, 3 p.m. for Power Hour. See if we can't get this scalping action going here on NQ. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me all damn day. Thank you for being here. If you're not in the free Discord, hop in the free Discord. Again, not a VIP feeder program, not a course, not something I'm trying to sell you as far as trading. Go ahead and hop in there if you want, or don't. Do whatever you want. You can subscribe. You can follow here on Kick. You can subscribe to YouTube. You can follow across socials. If you're on X, I've plugged it a couple times. Check the live chat on X. I'd be more than happy to have you in Discord, have you here on YouTube and Kick. I'm not active on X outside of just sending the stream there, but I'm probably not going to do that for much longer. It's hella negative on there. Remember, guys, quick disclaimer, duck racing is dangerous, right? You got to use your life vest if you're going to be out on the water racing your ducks. No, I'm just kidding. Trading's risky. Most traders lose money. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't provide financial advice. Nothing I say or do here is a suggestion or recommendation to do anything at all. I'm just an idiot here yapping on YouTube for entertainment purposes only. Make sure you do your own research and make your own decisions. Read CFTC Rule 4.41 on simulated trading, which is what this is, even if funded prop firm accounts, and the affiliate and partnership disclaimer that I've talked about multiple times. It says I stand to make money from links and codes in my content. That I'm talking about here, like Top 1 Futures, Bookmap, Code RDF, and others. Do your own research. Make sure you decide things for yourself. Make your own decisions. Talk to you guys soon. Have an awesome rest of the day. If you're trading overnight, trade well. I will see you live for NYSE session, 9:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. And again for Power Hour, 2:33 p.m. Eastern till about 4:15. Talk to you guys. Have a great evening.